Hey my friends, I'm back today from Copacabana in Bolivia at the Titicaca Lake, which is the highest lake on earth. So today I want to talk to you about loneliness, this nasty feeling that creeps up your sleeve, and how you can turn loneliness into happiness. Let's go! Oh, hey there. So, what exactly is loneliness though? How do we define it? As for me, loneliness is the lack of belonging. Where happiness manifests itself as the feeling of belonging, loneliness is the exact opposite. And that's why it's important for us to have a look at loneliness and study it in order to be able to succeed in being happy. So in order to demask loneliness, it is important that we know how to pinpoint it. It's important that we recognize loneliness and see in what forms it can appear. So here are just a few suggestions for you to be a little more aware of loneliness and what makes you feel lonely. Either you're physically lonely and you come home after work, after school and nobody's there. Or you feel intellectual loneliness where you talk to people, you crack a joke and they simply don't understand your worldview. You might also feel individual loneliness as a type of inner emptiness because you might not be used to spending time with yourself and you might not be trained in how to make the best out of your time. Loneliness may also occur as a less permanent state of mind. Maybe something that is triggered by a given event, the loss of somebody you loved. Analyzing yourself and knowing about loneliness is the first step in order for you to be able to construct a happy life for yourself. So now that we know how to spot loneliness, there's just a few things that we can do to fight it. We can have a look on different ways of how to turn this loneliness into happiness now. As we saw, loneliness is directly correlated with a lack of belongingness. It's a feeling of being disconnected and even isolated. So in order to break out of that, there's actually a couple of things that we could do. And I would just like to present 3 little tips to do that. So number 1 is fairly simple. Call a friend and connect. Somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time maybe. Contact somebody from the past or somebody that you're close to now and just have a good chat. Do it with the intention of deepening your connection and your friendship, and you will see it will give you a sense of belonging and a sense of happiness. So tip number 2, join a club. You are the person that knows best what you love and like doing. Maybe it's sport for you, or it's photography, maybe it's art, maybe it's music. Whatever it is, just go out and look for people that have the same interest. It doesn't matter, as long as you find some like-minded people that share the same passion as you do, you'll be happy again. So tip number 3, I love this one because it's something that I try to do every day. It's do something good for somebody else. Let's make a quick example here. So you might go out on a sunny day, buy an extra ice cream for you and then for somebody else. You might wander the streets and look for somebody to gift it to. Before you know it, you made a connection, you made somebody really happy and they are thankful for what you did for them. This way you can even connect with strangers you've never met before. For me, I think this is a fantastic way to feel more connected instantly and to feel less lonely. And who knows, maybe you find new friends that way. Some side notes here on loneliness. A lot of people feel weird talking about loneliness and that they're feeling this emptiness inside. But here's the thing, it's a universal human experience and everybody of us is experiencing loneliness at some point in his life. What I urge you to do is just get in touch with your feelings and don't be afraid to share, because sharing is really important when it comes to healing. When you share how you feel with other people, and they're gonna understand what you feel and why. Only then can they also change their ways in order to make your life more pleasurable. And this is all about communication. Loneliness is not something to be ashamed of, and you should definitely embrace that. Think about your social needs, just like hunger is a sign for you to react to your physical needs. Loneliness is something that makes you react to your social needs. Goodness. Now will you look at this? Oh, just talk about happiness and then whew, some good truce comes. So that's some fish here from Copacabana caught in the Lake Titicaca, and that's amazing. I'm just so happy. I will eat. Look. I have a call to action for you. I want you to go out and do something that makes you happy. The quickest and easiest way to do so is just grab your phone and call up an old friend, really. So I'm just gonna enjoy my soup here and wait for you to call up. Oh, you still there? Already calling? I hope you do. Most fantastic. By the way, you can treat yourself either way. Just maybe going out for dinner on your own and eating something good. Do whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel more connected. Okay, so this was it for today, and before I forget it, you know it, victory dance. Woo! Oh, hello lovely people, I just climbed that hill here next to Copacabana, and all of a sudden there's like a cat meowing. I think I'm gonna save it. Let's see. Look, we've got a new friend.